Palm Coast is a city in Flagler County, Florida, United States. As of the 2010 United States Census, the population was 75,180, reflecting a drastic increase of 42,448 from the 32,832 counted in the 2000 census, which had in turn increased by 19,445 from the 14,287 counted in the 1990 census, making it the most populous city or town in Flagler County. Palm Coast is part of the Deltona Daytona Beach Ormond Beach, Florida metropolitan statistical area. History: developed by ITT Community Development Corporation in 1969, the original development plan encompasses 48,000 home sites on approximately 42,000 acres of the 68,000 acres owned by ITT. Paved street and central water and sewer serve all lots developed within the plan. An extensive water management system was designed to replenish the area's water table, which includes 46 miles of freshwater canals and 23 miles of saltwater canals. In 1975, the Flagler County Board of County Commissioners established Palm Coast Service District, which included almost 40,000 acres. Funds for the district were derived primarily from ad valorem taxes and were used to provide fire services, fire hydrants, street lighting, animal control and emergency services. Florida had its first serious wildland-urban interface fire in 1985 with the Palm Coast Fire, which burned 131 homes. Research on this fire indicated that the most important factor was the proximity of heavy ground vegetation to the structure. 13 years later, fires struck the same Palm Coast subdivision. The 1998 fires were national news because the whole county was ordered to evacuate, and 45,000 people were displaced. Fire suppression organizations responded from 44 states, and Florida hosted the largest aerial suppression operation ever conducted in the United States. Because of the massive effort, only 71 homes were destroyed. In September 1999, the citizenry of Palm Coast voted overwhelmingly by a margin of 2-1 to incorporate as a council-manager form of government. On December 31, 1999, the city of Palm Coast was officially incorporated. On October 1, 2000, all services were officially transferred from the former service district to the city of Palm Coast. The 5-member city council is elected at large and serves staggered 4-year terms. 1 member is elected as mayor. The promulgation and adoption of policy are the responsibility of the council, and the execution of such policy is the responsibility of the council-appointed city manager. The city hired its first city manager on April 17, 2000. Bobby Ginn with the Ginn family of companies successfully built Ginn Hammock Beach Resort, creating thousands of jobs, and is voted the #1 resort in Florida. The city of Palm Coast received global attention from all the promotions by Ginn, who spent over $50 million helping to promote Palm Coast. Palm Coast was home to the Ginn Championship Tour for the National Champions Tour golf tournaments. Ginn Sports Entertainment promoted Palm Coast with several concerts by well-known music artists. Ginn Racing and NASCAR team receiving media attention for Palm Coast and the lavish firework shows during holidays. Ginn is known for giving millions back to the communities, with donations going to over 100 different groups. The city provides a wide range of services including development services, fire services, street construction and maintenance, parks and recreational activities. Palm Coast contracts with the Flagler County Sheriff's Office for law enforcement services. As of 2012, the city has plans underway for a new city hall, a town center, new fire stations, and additional lands for parks. Preservation and protection of environmentally sensitive lands is a key goal of this city as it prepares for the future. Geography: Palm Coast is located at 29°32 €² 17 €³ N 81°13 €² 24 €³ W. According to the United States Census Bureau, the city has a total area of 51.7 square miles. 50.72 square miles of it is land and 0.98 square miles of it is water. The area around Palm Coast last saw a direct hit from a hurricane in 2004 when Hurricane Charlie passed directly over the area. A unique location on the upper east coast of Florida, coupled with prevailing winds, makes hurricanes less frequent than other parts of Florida. Since 1851, when hurricane tracking data began, only 33 hurricanes and tropical storms have directly affected the area. Palm Coast has become a quiet bedroom community for St. Augustine and Daytona Beach workers, while many locals also work in Orlando and Jacksonville, commuting from Palm Coast. Economy. As of 2012, industrial parks within the town house more than 30 mid-size businesses, with the largest one, the Palm Coast Data Company, employing close to 1,000 people. Flagler County has had one of the highest rates of population growth in the United States since 1990, according to the U.S. Bureau of the Census. However, the area was hit extremely hard by the housing bust unregistered trademark S recession. In December 2009, it had the worst unemployment rate of the state of Florida unregistered trademark S largest metropolitan areas, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. The unemployment rate was 16.9%. Demographics. As of 2010, there were 35,058 households, out of which 15.0% were vacant. As of 2000, 22.4% had children under the age of 18 living with them, 66.6% were married couples living together, 8.1% had a female householder with no husband present, and 22.7% were non-families. 18.6% of all households were made up of individuals, and 11.9% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.38 and the average family size was 2.68. In 2000, the population was spread out, with 18.5% under the age of 18, 4.6% from 18 to 24, 19.7% from 25 to 44, 26.9% from 45 to 64, and 30.2% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 51 years. For every 100 females there were 90.4 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 87.6 males. In 2000, the median income for a household in the city was $41,570, and the median income for a family was $45,818. Males had a median income of $31,976 versus $24,637 for females. The per capita income for the city was $21,490. About 5.6% of families and 7.5% of the population were below the poverty line, including 14.3% of those under age 18 and 3.6% of those age 65 or over. Languages. As of 2000, English spoken as a first language accounted for 87.66% of all residents, while 12.33% spoke other languages as their mother tongue. The most significant was Spanish speakers, who made up 6.48% of the population, while German came up as the third most spoken language, which made up 1.18%, Italian was spoken by 1.02%, and Portuguese at 1.00% of the population. References. External links. City of Palm Coast, Flagler County Chamber of Commerce.